Now, I already have a shortcut for Google Forms. But if there's no shortcut on your own, you can just type in Google Form. And then you click Create Google Form. That's the first thing. So it has taken me directly to this. But for someone, it may be too fast. Let me put this off and try it another way. I can go here and say Google Form and click on this. And then you click Google Form Sign In. Then it brings out this template for you. You click on blank form. So this is where we are. This is a blank form. I believe you are still hearing me and see my...
You can't see your screen showing blank form or anything.
You can see my screen again.
Yes. You can see.
Okay.
You may need to start how you create the Google Form.
Okay. This is where I am now. Can you see the screen?
No, we can't.
No, sir.
We can see you, yes. We can see it now.
You can see it now.
We can
Yes,
see
sir.
it. Yes.
It's showing now. It's
Okay.
showing.
Let me tell you how I got to this point. I typed in Google Form into... Can you see this?
No.
You can't see this.
How you get to this the way you are displaying? That's what we need, sir. How we can create the Google Form.
How I got here?
Yes, sir.
I went to Google and I typed in Google Form. Can you see? Can you see the screen?
You can see the screen, but the one that you have created already.
Is the one you have created already that you can see, this one?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go back.
Yes.
Okay, let me go back. Can you see this place?
Yes.
Yes.
Can see this place?
How do you get to this place?
Okay. Let me go back again and you see I got to this place. Can you see this place?
Yes.
From Google, yes.
Yes.
From Google search, I typed in Google Form.
Oh, okay.
So I went to click Google Form Sign In.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that one takes you to the Google Form. This is Google Form now.
To create
I believe you're on the same page now.
This why is it that
Yes.
you cannot see your screen? You can't see your
Huh?
You cannot see.
Some people are seeing the screen.
But, we are
Please.
discussing about how to get to this place. When we
I've explained it. Number one, I went to Google Form.
hello.
From Google Form, I clicked Google Form Sign In, and this was what it brought out for me.
Okay. Right.
Now from Google search.
Give us.
I hope I'm clear now.
Yes, sir, we are hearing you.
Okay, let me continue. From this point, you click on blank form because you want to start creating a new form. And the kind of form you want to create is one that you want to use to do quiz for our students. So you click on blank form. So, can you see the next stage? This is a blank form.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Can we see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, the first thing is to give it a title. This is an untitled form. So, can you see where you have untitled? You put in your own title. Let's take, for example, AEC 307 quiz. Yes, sir.
Please, can you just hold on so that we can establish some decorum? Please, academics, switch off your cameras and also please go mute. The noise in the house is damn too much. Please.
I will mute everyone if
Thank you.
we are not cooperating.
Mute everyone and close everyone's camera, please.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. You may proceed, sir.
Okay. I want to mute everyone now, so that. But it will not be good when if you are not hearing me. How will I know? Unless you chat me up. So, okay. Okay. I believe we are still on the same page. I will need some people to still be interacting with me. Let me see. Mr. Dr. Ekini, can you unmute? So that if you are not seeing my screen, I'll be able to know. Ekini, where are you? Okay. Unmuted. Okay. Very good. I'm getting your feedback. So from here, untitled form, we change our untitled form. You change it to the course that you want to do a quiz for. AEC 307 quiz. After that, you go to the form description. Here you tell them what it's all about. This is a test on the course AEC 307. Time 20 minutes. You can be more specific by putting instructions. And then after time 20 minutes, you can also put in use only small, use only lower case in typing. I will tell you the reason why later. You can use lower case, you can say upper case, whichever one. And there are also other ways you can go around it. But that is it for now. Now, in this particular quiz, this is just the little instruction I want to give them. You can see email, and it says this form is collecting emails. In essence, everybody must put in their emails before they can submit. So it's a necessary thing. Then you put in the first question. Our first question, what is the name of the Nigerian president? That is our first question. Then you have to choose which type of question this should be. Should it be a multiple choice question? Look at the various options that you have here. Is it going to be a short answer, a paragraph, check boxes, or drop down? In this place, I want it to be a multiple choice. So I will have different options for them to pick one. So I click on the option and then I put Tinubu as the first one. I click on the second one, the option comes out and I put Oshibajo. The third one, I click the third option, I put Buhari. And the last one, let me just say, put Shetima. Okay. Now, when you have done this, let's just try another question. After this, you can put in another question. So you add it. This is where you add question. Where you have this plus on the right side. There's a plus there. It's for adding question. So you add another question. And then it comes out for you. Let's make this question. What is the capital of Ondo State? And in this one, I want to make it a short answer. So I put short answer. So this is where they will put in the answer. Let me give you one more question to see another type. In this one, which question should we ask? Who won Nigeria versus South Africa match in the 2024 AFCON? So the options, I will say this one should be a drop down, and I'll take drop down. So option 1, Nigeria. Option 2, South Africa. Option 3, none of them. Okay, so after this, you have set your questions. We will still come to other questions, but these are the questions you have set. Now, how do we make it a quiz? And how do we set our answers? You go to settings. This is settings. The first thing you see on the settings is make this a quiz. This is where you can turn your form into a quiz. If you don't select make this a quiz in this place, your form will be like any normal form for collecting data or information from people. So that is where the difference is. So what you have done, you can also use it to collect data. Just put in your questions and then the various answers you want. But if you now want it to be for a quiz that can automatically mark itself, then you are going to come to these settings and turn this one on. So this one is turned on. So you now have to set it. Now, do you want the results to be released immediately after each submission? Just like what the example we did, the test run that we did. Immediately you finish, the result was released. You can do that if you feel everything is okay. If you feel that you want to review the result before you release it, then you click on later after manual review. But let me just put immediately after each submission. Now, the next thing, go to respondent settings. Do you want the respondents to see the questions they answered incorrectly? Then you turn this on. If you don't want them to see it, you put it off. So this is it. You want them to see the correct answers after the grades are released, you put this one on. If you want the point values to be seen for each question, you put this one on. So these are what you do. Then this is the default question point value. For every question, I want to be 1 point, 1 mark. But if I want to change that, it is in the question, I cannot change it. We now go back to question and change it for some of them. In case we want it to be 2 marks or 3 marks, we will change it in the question. But here, this is the default setting, 1 point for every correct answer. Then continue, we go to responses. How do we collect our responses? You click here. Number 1, you must collect the email addresses. Then, if you want to send the responders a copy of their response after the exam, what they did, you want them to see their scripts, you turn this one on. can say always or when requested. So the person may request for it and you send it, or you can do it always, so that immediately the results are out, everybody sees their results and what they have done in the test. Then allow response editing. This one means that when they have submitted, they can change what they submitted. Maybe change some of the answers. This one is not acceptable, so it should be off. Okay? Then after that, you will need to limit it to one response. Every student has just one option to just submit one at once. You cannot submit another time. So that's why you limit it to one response. So you put this one on. Okay. And that means all the respondents will have to sign in through Google for this to happen. That's why all the students too must have a Gmail account, just like you do. Okay. Now let's continue. Manage how the form responses are presented. You will click this one. If you want the students to see how far they are progressing in answering the question, whether they have 3 more questions to answer, they are 80% completed, you will click this on. And it's always good to have it on so they can know how far they get to the finishing point. Then this one is a good one for students where you shuffle the question order. In this case, every student will have different questions appearing at different intervals. It will not be the same order for every student. So it will shuffle the question for every student. This is very good so that it will reduce the issue of spying and looking at your friend's own screen. Then after that, we continue. This is a message to show them that their response has been recorded. If the student does not see this confirmation message, that means they have not submitted their test. Okay. Then show link to submit another response. This one cannot happen because they must only submit one response. Then view results summary. In this case, this is not meant for students. We don't want the students to know what the results all about. So you don't need to bother about this one. But if you want them to see how everybody fared, you can switch it on. Then restriction, disable auto save for all respondents. Don't disable this so that whatever they do can be saved for them. Because if you disable it, that means whatever they do, if anything happens, all their answers is off. So you don't disable that. Then to the last default, form defaults. In this case, you collect email addresses. This one is also there. Then the last one is question defaults. Make questions required by default. Before I usually put this on, but I discovered that not all students may be able to answer the questions during the period. So I decide to now put it on. So if you answer 10 questions I want to submit, you go ahead and submit. But if this particular one is turned on, that means they must answer every question before they can submit. And it could be problematic for those who rush towards the end. So it's better to put it off and make sure that at whatever point they get to the time limit, they can submit their scripts online. So when we have done this, we go back to questions. Okay. Now it has become a quiz. Let's see what happens here. You go to the first question. Below here, we can see something that has come up below this question. You can see answer key. This answer key. So you click answer key. And then you click the right answer. Here, the right answer is Tinubu. You click it. So that's 1 point. This is where I said you can change the point. For every question is 1 point. But if you decide to make the name of the Nigerian president a very high point of 2 marks, then you increase this to 2. When you are through with this, you put done. So you are through with the first question. The second question, what is the capital of Ondo State? You click on the question. The answer key also comes out. You press it. When you have clicked that, you now write the correct answer. In this case, they are going to type in their answers. We have said earlier on that they should use lowercase. So the answer should be Akure in lowercase. But some may not do that. So you can put another Akure like this. Some may not do this. They may also have this as their format, all in capital letter, Akure. So you now tell the computer to mark all other answers incorrect except any of just these ones. So you either write it in lower case, in a sentence case, or in upper case. So you can now put mark all other answers incorrect. Okay? Then the last one is who won Nigeria versus South Africa? You click on this question again to get the answer key. So you press on the answer key. Here we have the answer key. Now the correct answer is who? Is Nigeria. So you click on Nigeria and you say done. So you are through with setting up your questions. But one thing that I also do is that I make the students to write their names and their matric number. So I add questions on that. So I add question. What is your name? Or your name. What is your name? And I put in surname first. Surname first. You can decide to have what is your name, surname, then you have you can have the other name. So surname first, and it's a short answer. In this case, I don't want to give this any point, so I come here and give it 0. Then I add another question. What is your matric number? What is your matric number? So this is also a short answer. Can you see? It's also a short answer. They have to type it in. So whichever format they use, they type in their matric number. Under the answer key, this is not a question that is they allocate mark to. So we reduce it to 0. And then you put done. When you have done this, you are ready to send out your question. But because it may not be immediate, you may need to just type it here, prepare it for the day you are going to send it out. But how do we send it out? You go to send. Here we have send. You click on send. Under this place, we have send via email, which in this case you have to enter the emails of all those that will be doing the test. You send to their emails. But it's going to be cumbersome because as a lecturer, how many emails are you going to type in? So rather than doing this, you just, unless they are all, you have the bulk email of everybody, and you cannot send a bulk email to them for the test. But beyond this, you can go to the second one which says link. So you get a link for your question, and that's what I did when I did the test run. I just copied the link and I pasted it for you. So here you get the link, and you can shorten this link to make it much more concise. So when you have shortened it, you now go to copy. You copy the link. And what I do when I copy the link, I go to my own email, email and send it to my email. From there, I copy it and I will paste it into the group that you have created for that particular course. All my subjects have a group, the students platform, where we interact. So any day there's going to be a test, we have reminded ourselves the time, and on the dot of that time, I drop the link into that group. And I tell them the time starts. Usually I give them about a minute or two to get online, to get to the form, and then a minute also at the end to round up what they want to do. So that's what it is. So from here you copy and paste to wherever you want it to paste. So but let me go to email and send the link to my own email. So I can type in my email here, and then I will do what? I will send. Can you see send below here? So I will send that link, that particular form, to my email. So I'm sending. So it has gone. That is the basic thing that we need to know about setting up a Google quiz and for it to be answered. When this has been done, this is where we have the responses. When the tests have been conducted and you are through, you go here to responses. Now this is another important place. when the test is going on, you have to make sure you are on this page, because you have to stop accepting response when the time has elapsed. If you say 20 minutes, in 20 minutes time, you must switch this to off, which means not accepting responses again. At this point, no student can submit any form, no matter what. Even if it's at the point of submission, it may not go again, because you have clicked not accepting responses. So the problem of, excuse me sir, I've not submitted, excuse me sir, this is my paper, all those ones, they are not there. The student cannot submit at this point in time. If you must continue to receive responses here, you just switch it on and responses coming. So in this place, there's no response and we are waiting for responses. So what we do is that we need to wait until maybe we all feel, I will do that, I will send it to a platform, we all feel it, and then we send the responses and we can see how we can download. From here, link to sheets is where we can download. There's nothing to download yet because there are no responses, but you can see download responses here. So this is where you need to download. So these are basic things. There are also other things that we need to know, but this is basic for us on how we can prepare Google quiz. Okay, so on this point, I think I will stop sharing and come online here and see whether I can unmute us so that we can have questions and responses. Okay. Okay, if you want to speak, if you have questions, let me listen to our questions now.
Yeah.
Please, sir, where did you click to add more questions?
On the right panel, on the right side, there's a panel with a list. You see a plus sign. You see a plus sign there. Let me go there and let me show you.
Prof, sir.
Yes.
We want to appreciate you for this kind of lecture. It's very interesting. But can we have this lecture recorded so that we can as well go over it again? Probably you drop it in the page.
Yes, I will try to. I'm recording. I hope the recording will be as smooth as I want it to be. So you will get the recording after this. So the person who asked about where did I go to add question, let me show you again. Can you see this place? I hope you are listening to me.
I can
The
see
person
your
who asked that
screen,
question.
sir. I can.
Yes. Can you see the plus sign that I'm touching? Can you see? This is the plus sign where you had question. Hello?
Yes, sir.
You have seen it? Okay, very good. So when you click here, another question, another box comes out for question. Okay?
Hello.
Yes?
Hello.
Okay,
Hello,
good
Prof.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Okay?
The first one is for those of us in the sciences, for example, I'm in chemistry. Is it possible to have questions that have equations and structures on the Google form?
No, where is the plus?
Definitely you can put in, if you can type it in, as far as it can be typed inside.
Can you move the cursor?
You can, no, one thing you can also do is this. You can type your questions in your normal Microsoft Word. You can have the questions in Microsoft Word. Everything is typed and you can copy and paste into this place. Do you get me?
All right, sir.
You get that? So you can do it in Microsoft Word and then paste it inside the question.
Hello, Prof.
Let mommy finish. Yes. Let mommy finish. Yes. Your second question.
Yes, my challenge with Google form has always been, how do you prevent cheating?
Okay. One is this. You can use the issue of shuffling. You shuffle the question so that the students are not having the same question to answer at the same time. So that prevents, that's number one. There's another way you can do it, but that one will cost you money. There are some applications, add-in tools to Google Form that you can add to your Google Form and will show whether somebody is looking somewhere else or talking.
Oh, okay.
So that one, for example, you have Proctor. Proctor is one example of an add-in to Google Form. But that one, you are going to pay after some levels of use.
Okay, sir.
So that can be used to guard against cheating.
Hello, Prof.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
I want to appreciate you for this lecture. I really gained from it. But I want to go in line with Professor Mrs. I'm in mathematics, and I want to ask if all these equations we are writing and mathematics as a subject, we solve and ask questions and we talk and talk. I don't know if this application can still be of interest or of advantage to students and for us that are lecturing mathematics.
Okay, as I said earlier on, you can do your typing of the mathematics question. You can type it in Microsoft Word. You can use your equation future in Microsoft Word to do all those things. And when you are done, you copy it and paste into Google question, into the question. So you may not type. In fact, what I do most time, I usually type all my questions in Microsoft Word. I now copy and paste into those question boxes. So it makes it easier for me. All my work is already done in Microsoft Word, and I come and paste it into that. Another thing is that some of those things you can do screenshots. If there's any question that seems so maybe big or that you may not be able to type out, you can just screenshot it and upload it. There's a place you can upload pictures and things like that. We have not gone to that. So I'm just telling you the basic of what we need to do.
All right, thank you.
But we can still go, we can still upgrade.
Again, you said this thing can only accommodate about 100 at a time. But
no, it's this Google, it's this Google platform. This Google platform we are using. Because it's a free one, it can only accommodate 100. I tried to upgrade today, but I could not, the payment was not effected. So it's Google Meet that can only take 100. That's for free use, just like Zoom. Zoom also take 100 for free use, and it's also limited to 1 hour. The same thing for Google Meet. It's not for the Google Form.
Thank you very much. I so much appreciate it. That means it can only accommodate.
It can accommodate as many up to 1,000 students.
But you know the peculiarity of the university. I don't have money to pay for all this. And for example, if I'm taking MTS 101, that is accommodating about 3,000 to 4,000 students. How can I do that? I don't have money to pay. So
no, you don't need Google Meet.
Okay.
Tell me, sir. You don't need Google Meet for your test. You need Google Form. Google Meet is for our meeting.
Okay.
It can only take 100 at a time. But Google Form is for the test. It's different from Google Meet. And that Google Form, the quiz, it can accommodate up to about 1,000 students without any problem. I hope you are getting me, sir.
Good evening, Prof.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity you have granted.
Okay.
We have learned very well. Thank you. We appreciate you. I discovered that in the course of your presentation, the questions were not serially numbered. Is it possible for us to do that so that students will know when they answer question 1 and when they are question 4, when they are that is one.
Now,
and also, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
And secondly, if we are to deliver a lecture, I know that there should be another Google platform on which that could be done. Am I correct, sir?
Yes.
The delivery of lecture cannot be on this Google Meet. That on this Google Form, we cannot use this one for lecture delivery.
It should be on another Google platform, maybe like Google Meet or so.
Okay, the first one. If you number the questions for them, then you are going to defeat the issue of trying to solve the problem of cheating.
Okay.
If they follow it serially.
All right.
So it's better to just leave it like that. Anyone they answer, they know they have answered. The only thing that, as I said, there's going to be a shuffle, a progress bar that tells them when they are almost reach the end or not. And they can even scroll to see how many questions they have left. I think you are getting me.
Yes.
Because if you number it and say they must follow 1, 2, 3, all of them can sit together and be answering the questions together. But when it is shuffled, the one person receives another question, another person, they cannot do any collaboration at that time. Yes. So that is that.
Thank you.
So that's one. Then number 2, the issue of the meeting. Yes, Google Meet can only take 100 for free, 100 students or 100 people. If you want to go beyond 100 to about 500 people on the Google Meet, you are going to pay per month. It's per month. And I think it's about 20 euros per month. I wanted to do the trial version so that I can accommodate everybody today. I didn't know we were going to be as much as this. I thought I could accommodate everybody, but unfortunately, something did not go. I tried and tried, it was not able to go. That's why we limited ourselves to just 100, this free one. So if you have money, you can upgrade to 500. And the school, the university can also assist in doing that. They can buy an educational package and the school can use it.
Bro,
thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next 15 minutes.
No problem.
We are going to end the next 15 minutes, so please, Professor Colenius.
Thank you very much, Prof. Now, I want to ask,
yes, sir.
Because I have been Yoruba studies, for instance, and you know Yoruba language is a tonal language, and we use tone marks, which may determine the correctness or otherwise of a particular question. Will these recognize such tone marks?
Yes. One thing you can do, as I said, do your work on Microsoft Word. Put all the marks you want to put there and just copy and paste into the Google form. That's all you need to do. So it will still recognize it.
Thank you.
Actually, the Google form is very, 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 very particular for even capital letter. If you say it should be in small letter, if you put the answer in small letter, accurate that we did. If it's only accurate in small letter and lower case, if any students write A in capital, it will not mark it correct. If another students do all of them all in uppercase, it will not mark it correct. So the Google form is very specific. It's what you put there that the Google form will mark. So if you put in the marks, yes, sir.
So if Ogun is correct answer and you have written Ogun, the Google...
there's no way that you mark it.
Okay, that is right. Thank you very much.
There's no way. Yeah. I think what we are going to do is I will paste the link for the one we did now, the test. I will put the link on the platform. For those of us who are already here, I will put it, go and answer it, and then we'll now come and see the responses at the end of the day. And you'll see what you have gotten. So just try to put something different. And you'll see whether you, for example, put Akure and put AKUR and the last E, make it capital. You will see that it will mark it wrong for you. Just try something like that. And you'll see what happens.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello, yes, good evening, my sister.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening to you.
Thank you very much, sir. So when we download the responses, do we have the total score of each student?
Everything will be there. And that is why I want us to do what we did so that we can now download it and see what we are going to get.
Okay, thank you.
So when you go to responses, you will see all the responses there. I sent a copy of the responses that I got from the test run when it was about 123 people who responded. And I pasted it on the something. The list, everybody's name, what they got, everything is there. But I will tell you further the next step after that, what next to do to get your scores and other things like that. So this is just the first phase. The second phase, we need to do some other things for you to get all those things. But at least this will give you an idea of what you are into. Okay, thank you. I think on this note, I want us to, some people are raising up their hands. Mrs. Professor Ayomoge, are you still there, or your questions have been answered?
Thank you. My question has been answered.
Okay, thank you very much. I saw some things on the question talking about timing, that there should be an automatic timing. Yes, you can have automatic timing, but it will cost you some money after some time. There are some add-ins that you can use. That will be another level when we get to that point. But the one that you don't need money, you don't need to do anything. Just type in, send the question, and short the responses. That's what I've taught you. But if you want to go a step further, there are add-ins to Google Form that will help you to do automatic timing. And it will be showing the time that is ticking and shows how many minutes is remaining and until the time is up. So that one will be a very good one. But we know that as lecturers, we may not be able to go in for some of those things. But you can still try it. You can use it. So I will come to that later on. Thank you very much. So on that note, I want to appreciate everybody who came online. We will still talk more on the WhatsApp, which at least can accommodate many of us. And by God's grace, I will try to see how we can get the particular future that we can have 500 people at a time, so that everybody can come, because a lot have been calling me that they want to come on. So thank you very much. God bless you and have a wonderful night rest. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Any other question, you can interact on the WhatsApp platform.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, bro.
Amen.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
We also appreciate it, sir, if you can have the recording on the WhatsApp group.
Yes, I will try to do that.
Thank you, bro.
Try to do that.
Bro. Maybe you should.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Maybe I should what?
This effort.
Like, you should take us.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Blessings in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Amen. 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 So, I think we round up.
Well understood. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Wow. Ended the meeting. We'll come and look. First one till